Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth. But, Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offense and defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. From the gun, it's Jones. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
Every once in a while. You need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Hook him up on a second down and 8. Jones keeping this one. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. To throw, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Cadence, lock in the case, lock in the case. Apple.
Shotgun now for Jones. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Working from the under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit-and duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, the veteran Ncaa for the Giants field goal try. This a 42-yard attempt. Ncaa's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here is Ncaa Smith. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently second in that category. First and 10.
Half 18, half 18.
The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up fourth down.
And And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And in motion is Brown. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Nice run there by Barkley, and he certainly surprised a lot of people in free agency. Not only that he left the Giants, but that he chose to sign with one of their biggest rivals in the process. He now joins a loaded Eagles roster, and having him in the fold will certainly help as they try to get back to another Super Bowl here in 2024.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. 63. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the 1st half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The second down throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon. Coming out of the backfield. And it'll be third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and
that is intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flott. And the Giants will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Now, Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now Jones throwing on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Back to throw is Jones. In trouble, and down he goes. Bryce Huff, the former Jet, in there to bring him down. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Eagles offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Now Hurts. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. And you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
That'll be taken in by Barkley.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. A pass caught by Saquon. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but But I can promise you, the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Hurts will try it again. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. Not only do they pick him, they... Six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts now. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. It's second down.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about...
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, Giants 10, Eagles nothing.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. Josh Palmer, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. These two teams making their way back out of their locker rooms, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Hurts. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Barkley. Comes the Eagles punt team. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The next drive about to get going. I want to remind you what's coming up in primetime this week. Week 7 already in the NFL. We have the Jets and Steelers on Sunday Night Football. And then coming up tomorrow night, the last of our Monday doubleheaders for the year. Ravens, Bucks from Tampa at 8:15. That's followed out west by the Chargers and Cardinals from the desert. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting the lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Tyler Nubin is there for the stop. 2nd and 7. They'll run it here with Saquon. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Third and 5. Now Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more... to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 10-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant footing, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go. Up we go.
Here's Jones. That one intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision. Finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins 1st and 10.
Here we go, hey. Up we go.
Throwing now is Jones. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
He's got his man. That's Slayton. He's close to a 1st down. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Second and a yard. From the gun, it's Jones. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
Nice catch here by Theo Johnson, the young rookie tight end, and I really like his upside. I think he's kind of a long, rangy guy. He's got a great catch radius, and he can really get vertical downfield. One of only 5 FBS tight ends last year, Mike, with 7+ touchdowns. So I think the Giants have a chance here to develop him and give Daniel Jones another offensive weapon as they look to get this thing back on track.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Down late. Trying to get to the line quickly. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. They'll run here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Uh-oh. Look at him move away from the tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll stick to the ground. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Giants sending out their punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Here's second down. Dotson, the man in motion. A second down throw for Hurts. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for third down.
73! 73!
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goals.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Now, first and goal.
Cadence, lock in the cadence. Lock in.
They'll run here with Singletary. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Eagles.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now. Throwing is Hurts. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And And we're likely down to a final snap.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On third down, it's Hurts. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Oh, costly sack. Can't have that here. We'll have to use a timeout. And barring a defensive penalty, we're down to one play in this one. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. Here we go. One final play. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.